Hi, everyone. Listen, our team knows there's a lot of uncertainty right now with everything going on surrounding COVID. What we thought we would do is answer some important questions for anyone that's looking to buy a home right now. We've paired up with Jim Schmidt of William Raveis Mortgage to answer some important questions. If there are other questions that we missed in this video, feel free to shoot us a message and we'll get them answered for you as soon as possible. Thanks and enjoy.
Hey Jim, I have two questions for you today. The first question is, could you explain the difference between a pre-approval letter and a pre-qualification letter? And to that note, would you mind also explaining what a certified pre-approval letter is through William Raveis? Thanks, Jim.
Hi, Sherry. That's a great question. Particularly in the turbulent times we're in, the level of pre-approval letter is very important. Let's start with the pre-qualification letter. That is simply a letter that I can write after a discussion with home buyers. When we talk about their income, their assets, how much money they have for down payment, what kind of price range they're looking at. And we also ask them for information so we can run a credit report. The credit report tells us the scores as well as the liabilities they have: car loans, student loans, credit card bills. With that information, I can give them a pre-qualification letter saying they are pre-qualified to buy a house at a certain price with a certain amount of down payment. It's a good letter, but the better letter is the pre-approval letter. The pre-approval letter goes a step further. And with the pre-approval letter, we do everything we did with the pre-qualification letter, have the discussion, run credit, but now we also run the file through an automated underwriting system, which will tell us if the guidelines are met and if someone will be approved to get the loan. This is a much better letter than pre-qualification, and usually the ones that are given out by most loan officers in the industry. However, at William Raveis Mortgage, we go a step further. We have what's called the William Raveis Certified Pre-Approval. With the certified pre-approval, again, we do all the steps that we did with the pre-qualification. We do all the steps we did with the pre-approval, but now we collect the documentation up front to verify that the information we discussed is actual and real. This is so important when you are looking to make a valid offer on a new home. I put in my certified pre-approval letter, not only do I have credit, not only do I have all the documentation, but we also have run it through the system, and we have gotten what's called an approved eligible to move forward and approve the loan. Most buyer's agents, if they have a William Raveis certified pre-approval, will have a much better opportunity to position their buyers better than most others. So really, the William Raveis certified pre-approval is the best way to go. If you have any other questions, let me know. Thanks.
Hey Jim, I was wondering, if I lost my job because of Corona, am I still able to get a mortgage and buy a house? Also, what if I still have a job, but I'm not getting paid what I normally do or work the same amount of hours? Is that going to be a problem? Thanks.
Hey, Dave, it's a funny thing that a lot of consumers think that if they have a lot of money in the bank but aren't making that much in income, that they can get a mortgage pretty easily. I get that question a lot, but I have $1 million in the bank. The fact is, our industry, the mortgage industry, is built on consistent and regular income. So to your question, if someone is let go or furloughed during the process of getting a mortgage, they're not going to be able to get a mortgage. So if they are out of income, not getting any income, unfortunately, the transaction is going to be dead. Now, you asked another question about what if the income has been reduced. Income reduced is fine as long as they fit the guidelines for their debt to income numbers. If someone was making $100,000 a year and now they're making $75,000 a year because hours were cut back or because salaries were reduced due to COVID, that's okay as long as they fit in the guidelines. So out of a job, unfortunately, out of a mortgage. Less hours or less money, if it fits the guidelines, we can still move forward. Hope that helps, Dave. Talk to you soon.
Hey Jim, Deb Osterman here. What are the benefits of working with the Raveis Mortgage, namely you?
Hi, Deb. That's an interesting question. You know, most consumers don't understand the difference between broker, institutional lender, or banker. At William Raveis Mortgage, we're a banker. We process, underwrite, and close all the loans in our name, and we fund them with our money. The nice thing about working with William Raveis Mortgage is we work with about 30 different investors. And when we have a program that doesn't work with investor A, we can switch to investor B or C or D. So we can move the programs around to fit your specific needs or the borrower's specific needs. If you work with a Bank of America or Citizens Bank, all they have is Bank of America or Citizen Bank programs. If the program doesn't work with them, you've got to go someplace else. Stress, trouble, different rates, so on and so forth. So one of the best reasons to work with William Raveis Mortgage is our ability to be flexible and get the deal done. Hope that helps. Hey, Deb, and to the second part of your question, in particular, why work with me? Let's see, over the past 20 years, I've been in mortgage origination, sales management, marketing, processing, and I have a track record of getting the job done. So now that I'm with William Raveis Mortgage, we can add to that the best rates in the market, the fastest speed to closing, and a outright demand for excellence in customer service. So those are the reasons why. Thanks.
Hi, Jim. Now that a lot of people are losing their jobs and not being able to pay their mortgage, we're hearing the words forbearance and deferment. What does this mean? What should we do with it? And how does this affect the industry? Thank you.
Hello, Abir. It's unfortunate that we even have to talk about the term forbearance or deferment, but because of the COVID-19 and unemployment, some people can't pay their mortgages. So it's very important to understand that you should talk to the servicer of your current mortgage to find out how they handle the forbearance model. Some servicers will make you pay back the missed payments or the forbearance payments as soon as that time period's up. Other servicers will add it to the end of the loan, which makes it a much more feasible and easier way to economically handle the missed payments. But it does differ based on the servicer that you have. The other thing that's important to know is if you cannot make your payments and you do go into forbearance, you have to be careful when you come out of that because some investors will not let you purchase a house or refinance for up to 12 months. Again, it's not with everyone, but it is some lenders and investors will not allow you to purchase a home or refinance if you have been in forbearance in the past 12 months. So, as I mentioned, it's a little more complicated than a quick video, but I'd be glad to help anybody that needs a little more education on that. We have some materials I can send. But just be careful. If you can make your mortgage payment, make the payment. If you really can't make the payment, call your servicer and ask them what their forbearance terms are. I hope that helps. Talk to you soon.
Hey Jim, I know you don't have a crystal ball, but I was just wondering, as I know many of our clients are the rates going to drop any lower this year?
Hi, Tammy. You know, that's probably the most commonly asked question I get as an executive mortgage banker here at William Raveis. But I know you don't think I have a crystal ball, but I actually do. Let me just see. Will rates drop again? Will rates go lower? Well, the answer is it depends. You know what? It depends on a lot of different things. What happens during the coronavirus situation? Do we get out of that situation quick? Will the economy stay strong? What will unemployment do? There's just a lot of questions that have to be answered before anyone, and I mean anyone, can tell you what interest rates will do. But here's the fact. Today, and for the last couple of days, the interest rates are the best they've been in almost 20 years. So now is a great time to buy a home or to refinance if you're not moving, because rates are fantastic. If I knew the answer to whether rates would go down again, I'd be a very rich man. But again, now's a good time to buy and a good time to refinance. Thanks for the question. I look forward to talking to you again and seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.